लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, भाइयों बहनों, बुजुर्गों, बच्चों, माताएं, आप सभी देख रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं अपने आसपास हमारे भारत देश में ही नहीं पूरे विश्व में आज 5G की सेवाओं के साथ साथ भारत अपनी प्राचीन परंपराओं को फिर से पुनर्जीवित करता हुआ और भारत की सांस्कृतिक मूल्यों, सामाजिक उत्थान के लिए प्रयासरत हमारे वर्तमान सम्माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, हमारे देश के शासक प्रशासक महोदय, विभिन्न राज्यों के मंत्रिमंडल, मुख्यमंत्री और अधिकारीगण जो आनंद ले रहे हैं आज दशहरे की उस शाम का, जिसमें हम सब जानते हैं कि हमारा भारत देश ऐसा विभिन्नताओं से भरा हुआ देश, ऐसा जोशीला और उत्साहवर्धक देश जिसने अपनी पहचान उत्सवों के उत्साह में, उमंगों में और उत्सवों की शान में उस समाज के लोगों को, जरूरतमंदों को सहायता पहुंचाकर उनके स्वास्थ्य को फिर से शक्ति प्रदान कर, फिर से उनको एक उपचारात्मक नजरिया प्रदान कर हमारे भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हिमाचल प्रदेश में कुल्लू वासियों के साथ आज दशहरे को मनाया, जो कि अपने आप में एक जबरदस्त ऐतिहासिक स्थान और समय है। हमारे भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी समय समय पर ऐसे उत्सवों को मनाने के लिए ऐसे स्थानों को चुनते हैं। वो हमारे भारतवासी जो हर समय तपस्या, त्याग, बलिदान के लिए तैयार रहते हैं। वायुसेना, जल सेना, थल सेना के वो सभी सदस्य जो राष्ट्रभक्ति, देशभक्ति से कूट कूट कर भरे होते हैं, ऐसे युवाओं के मनोबल को, आत्मबल को बढ़ाने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का उनके बीच पहुंचना अपने आप में देश की संस्कृति को चार चांद लगा देता है। भाइयों बहनों, आप सब जानते हैं कि आज जो दशहरे का दिन हम पूरे भारतवर्ष में धूमधाम से मनाने जा रहे हैं, इस दशहरे के उपलक्ष्य में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के द्वारा सभी प्रकार के भेदभावों को मिटाकर पूरे भारत को उत्तर से दक्षिण, पश्चिम से पूर्व एकता व अखंडता की रक्षा के लिए वो सन्यासियों का स्थान जहां पर हमारे सभी तपस्वी, त्यागी, योगी साधना करते हैं, उस स्थान को चुना है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा ऐतिहासिक पल है, जिसे हमारा भारतवासी देख सकता है कि किस तरह से हमारे वर्तमान प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी सर्वोच्चतम लोकतंत्र के रक्षक होकर एक आम आदमी की भावना का भी प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं और वे ऐसे मित्रता के संबंधों के साथ सामाजिकता और सांस्कृतिकता को और ज्यादा निखारते हैं। ये हम सब भाई बहनों के लिए, बुजुर्गों, बच्चों, माताओं के लिए ऐसा हसीन पल है जिसे हम अविस्मरणीय यादों के अंदर भर लेंगे तो हमारा भारत देश चहुमुखी विकास का अधिकारी बनेगा। भाइयों बहनों, आप सब जानते हैं कि हमारे देश में हर त्योहार, हर दिन अगर मनाया जाए तो हमें यह पवित्रता का संदेश देता है। भाइयों बहनों, एक महान पवित्रता जिसके द्वारा हमारे सब युवाओं की, बच्चों की, बूढ़ों की, बुजुर्गों की, मरीजों की, सबकी स्वास्थ्य रक्षा होती है। उस पवित्रता से, उस वफादारी से हमारा भारत देश एक ऐसी सांस्कृतिक मूल्यों और सामाजिक मूल्यों की क्रांति में शामिल होगा जिसका परिणाम हमारा भारत देश का हर प्रत्येक देशवासी, चाहे वो भारत में रहता है चाहे वो विदेशों में, वो इसकी आजादी का आभास करेगा और भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने में और ज्यादा अग्रणी भूमिका निभाएगा। तो भाइयों बहनों, बने रहें इस पर्व के अंदर जो हमारी पवित्रता का संदेश पूरे विश्व में परचम लहराएगा। धन्यवाद। नमस्ते brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, those who are listening, watching, enjoying, entertaining from the field of science, commerce, arts, engineering, the most honorable President Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, respected ministers and doctors, honorable advocates, advertisers, administrators and advisors, reverend fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters. Dear friends, I Dr. Rakesh from USA heartily cordially welcome all of the holy religions of our holy motherland. Today our nationalistic and patriotistic persons all are celebrating this day with pomp and show. Dussehra or Vijayadashmi is a very popular Hindu festival celebrated with accolade throughout the country. It is observed on the 10th day of the bright half of Ashwin, September, October. Celebrations. It is a 10-day celebration during which Ram Leela, based on the epic story of Ramayana, is staged at various places in most of the cities and towns in northern India, with elaborate rituals. It presents a fine blending of music, dance, mime, and poetry before an enthusiastic and religious audience, sharing every event of the story with the actors. History and significance. Struggle between the forces of good and evil, and the eventual victory of the former over the latter is the basic theme of Ramayana. Rama symbolizes the best in humanity and Ravana the evil forces. Dussehra in Sanskrit means 10 sins, which are represented in Ravana's 10 heads, and Rama destroys them. Ravana abducted Sita with the help of another demon named Maricha. He kept Sita in the Ashoka grove and persisted in making her his wife. But Sita always thought of her husband Rama. Rama sent his messenger to Ravana and urged him to return Sita. But the evil-minded Ravana refused to do so. Rama set off for Lanka with Sugriva, Hanuman, Angada, Jambavan, and hundreds of other mighty monkeys. Ravana's younger brother, Vibhishna, a noble soul and devotee of Lord Rama, however, took refuge under Rama. Rama built a causeway across the sea to carry him and his forces across the sea. Rama, along with his young brother Lakshmana, killed all the demons and their king Ravana and regained Sita. Finally, they returned to Ayodhya in the Pushpak Viman. Dear friends, next year listening procession. In Hindi, we say Julus on this occasion. On this occasion, huge effigies stuffed with brilliant fireworks are raised at various open grounds and set to fire by the one performing the role of Rama. The effigies are of Ravana, his brother Kumbhakarna, and son Meghnada. This marks the culmination and termination of the celebrations. Elaborate and gorgeous processions depicting various scenes of the Ramayana in the form of tableau are taken out through bazaars and main streets. Apart from all this, Ram Leela is also performed as a dance drama by professional troops. Dussehra festival held at Mysore is one of India's most colorful phenomena. The spectacular procession taken out on this day is a veritable extravaganza. The colorful Dussehra fair and festival of Kullu is also very famous. Among the Ram Leelas, the one staged at Varanasi is worth seeing. How we can appreciate the presence of our present Prime Minister in Kullu, Himachal Pradesh. Really a colorful, amiable, friendly and familiar. Relativity and connectivity of our present Prime Minister with every citizen of our nation and abroad is really praiseworthy, admirable and appreciable. Regarding celebrations on this auspicious day, Lord Rama is worshipped, prayed and meditated upon to obtain his blessings and favors. In olden days, the kings used to march their forces against their enemies every year on this day, the day Rama routed Ravana. Mithai, fruits, batasas, etc. are served as prasad. Kullu Dussehra. While Dussehra is celebrated with great enthusiasm and fervor by burning effigies of Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Meghnada in various parts of the country. The unique Dussehra in the Kullu town of Himachal Pradesh is a festival with a difference, devoid of such features. Conclude in other parts of the country, and all activities revolve around the presiding deity, Lord Raghunath Ji. The entire Kullu town, especially the sprawling Dhalpur Maidan, the entire Kullu town, especially the sprawling Dhalpur Maidan, which is converted into a temporary abode of Lord Raghunath Ji, vibrates with colorful celebrations with a strong blend of religious faith. The festival begins with the arrival of the image of goddess Hidimba from Manali and about 200 local devatas, accompanied by a host of attendants who reach the venue in colorfully decorated palanquins to pay homage to Lord Raghunath Ji. The image of Lord Raghunath Ji is brought from Sultanpur temple located in the palace of erstwhile Raja of Kullu and taken in a procession. All the local devatas join the procession and devotees pull the ropes of flower-decked chariot of Lord Raghunath Ji, as it is considered auspicious and brings fortune and prosperity. There is no Ram Leela or burning of effigies of Ravana, his brother and son, but 5 animals are sacrificed on the last day at the banks of Bias river as Lanka Dahan, means burning of Lanka, was performed on the same day. The goddess Hidimba returns to her abode Manali after Lanka Dahan, and local Raghunath Ji also returns to the temple. The local devatas also leave the Dhalpur for their respective villages as the curtain falls on the festival. The festival has been declared an international event by the state government, and colorful cultural program by local, state, national and international troops mark the evenings, while the religious faith and devotion of people add serenity to the festival during morning hours. Mirth and excitement mark the evenings. In spite of all the joy and excitement, what the festival is today, its origin comes packed with a bloody act. According to the famous legend about Kullu Dussehra, a former ruler of Kullu, Raja Jagat Singh had once gone on pilgrimage to Manikaran and was wrongly told that a local Brahmin, Durgadat, had a hoard of fine pearls. He sent his men to ask Dutt if he would sell some of the pearls. When the Brahmin said he had no such pearls, the king's men started beating him, and to escape the rain of blows, the Brahmin said he would give the pearls when the Raja returned from Manikaran. When the king returned, his men again went to the Brahmin, who locked himself and his family in the house and set it ablaze. When the house was engulfed by flames, Dutt climbed to the roof and started inflicting wounds on his body with a sharp-edged knife. You want pearls? Here are the pearls, he cried, and threw pieces of flesh from his body. Raja Jagat Singh, who watched the horrible scene, lost his peace of mind after some time and was not able to perform his duties. Later, a holy man met him and advised him that the only way to get relief was to get the image of Lord Raghunath Ji from Ayodhya and worship it. Satisfied with Raja Jagat Singh's remorse, the holy man sent one of his disciples to Ayodhya to bring the image of Lord Raghunath Ji. On arrival of the image, the Raja and his family paid homage to the deity, and he declared that henceforth it will be the righteous rule of Raghunath Ji in the kingdom, while he and his descendants would only act as regents. Fasts and festivals play a very significant role in the lives of Hindu, in spite of the fact that most of these can directly or indirectly be called as religious. None of them are mandatory. One is free to observe or celebrate these as per one's convenience without earning anybody's ire, and yet most Hindus observe or celebrate these fasts and festivals with great enthusiasm. Dear friends, every festival that we celebrate in India that has its own spiritual and religious importance to bring enjoy and entertainment as well as great spiritual and social values by which our nation known at the world level, at the international level. Our present Prime Minister, who has supposed to bring the nation as a leader of the revolution in information technology by starting 5G network in India. Dear friends, everyone, all of you are enjoying this great moment of life in India with the common man, layman to higher class, aristocratic and royal people. everyone is enjoying today of this festival, which is a symbol of goodnesses, greatnesses, onenesses, uniquenesses, equalities among the brothers and sisters of our India and abroad. So this festival really establish great social, spiritual values by praising and worshipping our nationalistic and patriotistic feelings. You can love your country without hating with another country. It is rightly said that everyone who loves his nation, he also praises the qualities of others, merits and advantages of others. So ultimately, within these words, I would like to request our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to bring more and more results of all our festivals that we celebrate every day, and these festivals should be celebrated naturally with that class of people, those who are deprived, rejected, needy, downtrodden people of our society, and apart from them, the whole nature and creation of God should be happy by celebrating this festival. So it should be the intention of our every ruler of our nation for maintaining the spiritual standard of our nation all over the world, whether that are developing or developed nation. They must know the value of our nature, and there should be the establishment, re-establishment, re-operation, regeneration, recreation of our spiritual and social values on the platform of humanity by breeding humanistic, compassionistic, sympathetic thoughts. Everyone who is the citizen of this nation, he should praise the word of God, sound and light of the creator or generator or operator, who he is, who he was and who he will in past, present and future. He who is the omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, almighty Lord, who is limitless, uncounted and numberless. We cannot bound him in 5 elements within air, fire, soil, sky and water, but we must adopt the path of our social reformists, freedom fighters, free thinkers, those who brought name, fame of our nation at the world level by the different way of celebrations. So dear friends, it is really a wonderful event. Not only event, but it is an occasion, festival that should be celebrated in the establishment of the truth and non-violence in the world. Recently we have celebrated Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, who argued, consulted, advised, argumented all the worldly people on the basis of this principle of the truth and non-violence. For starting Satyagraha, for maintaining Indian spiritual values of non-violence. He started a great generation of truth and honesty, sincerity, hard-working people, because there is no alternate and option of these human virtues. Our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who has launched 5G all over the world, especially in the metropolitan cities. It is also a great initiative. Many other initiatives are being taken by our present Prime Ministers, numberless and unaccounted. Our villagers, common laymen of our society have become the best user of transactions that are being provided online and live. So it is also a great achievement of this nation. These services and achievements of 5G that are being provided recently in India. Earlier it was working in China, Italy and other Arabian countries. But our India has become the proficient and sufficient in the use of 5G services. Dear friends, our every Indian citizen people of nation who are the devoted and dedicated, most culturalistic people, linguistic people, they know that unity in diversity, which is a great feature of our nation, which will be established in all the fields of economy, politics, society, even fundamentally and practically in agriculture, industry, health, means of communication, transportation, and even in the sector of hospital and health management. Dear friends, by launching 5G all over the world, it will be very easy to provide the information from bottom to top, root to fruit, first to last, in all the people of our society, where there is the need of treatment, easily can be provided them our medical facilities through mobile services, through mobile hospital services. Likely that numberless other services will be provided through these 5G facilities. Dear friends, while becoming modern, Western, we are not to forget our past, because Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of India, who wrote in his philosophy, through the discovery of India, our present lies in the past. Our Indians are known by its pastoral, ancient and the most traditional values. We know that we are the best user of Ayurveda, naturopathy, physiotherapy in the different fields of health, education, transportation, communication, industry, agriculture, railways, post offices, even in security and safety. We are using these different facilities that are being provided by our 5G services. Our 5G services providers are getting great blessings and grace of the Lord or people because of providing the employment to the needy people of our society. It will be a great step and initiative for the welfare of our society, in favor of the upliftment and betterment of our society and nation, for bringing nicer, finer and greater standard of education, health. Our present Prime Minister earlier started PMKVY, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Later on, in the different states, it was started as MMKVY, Mukhyamantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. So there are numberless plannings are being started by our rulers for maintaining, for re-establishing the youth and the energy of our youngsters for the betterment and upliftment of our nation. Our nation, which is known as the controller and service provider, while natural calamities and natural devastations which occurs in this nation, but this nation faces and challenges the worldly people by maintaining the spiritual values. It has earned a lot of praise and admiration in the field of economy and ecology for maintaining the purity, sacred of our culture and religious teachings. It is very necessary. We are to protect and preserve our national animals, birds, plants, trees. That is, we say, ecology, and that has the friendly and familiar relations with human beings for maintaining the spiritual standard of our nation. So, dear friends, our human body, which is made by 5 elements, we can feel the existence of the Lord Rama in these 5 elements. Even where there is the absence of these 5 elements, we feel the presence of Lord, and this was proved by Swami Vivekananda in the USA in 1893 by addressing the people, my brothers and sisters of the America. These words was not the common words, but this was the great exposition, impression, and even action of our cultural values that brought different another values to our nation. Then Swamiji went throughout the world for messaging oneness, equality, brotherhood on the basis of equality. There should not be any discrimination while celebrating this national festival, Deepavali, Dussehra, because it is a symbol of love to goodnesses, love of God, Lord Rama. How has he fought a great battle against bringing Sita, Mata Sita, towards its socialistic place. For that, he fought against the evils. So on this day, there should not be any evil, and there should not be any kind of practice of in humanitarian works for maintaining the purity of this festival. Really, it is a symbol of the winning of meditation, words of God, sounds of Lord that are being demonstrated by our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in Kullu Dussehra in Himachal Pradesh. In that Pradesh, in that state, we see that that land is basically known as the land of meditators, those who brought revolutionary and visionary change in the character of the human beings. For that, Swami Vivekananda spread out the message of humanity. May God bless all of you. Thank you. Nice to see all of you. Nice to meet you.